Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Shop Oaklawn Tour with me, your guest host, Eileen Kerlin Walsh. The Shop Oaklawn Tour aims to highlight the goods and services that we have here in the community and let you, the viewer, know what treasures you have in your own backyard. And boy, do we have a treasure for you today. We are here at the Stony Creek Promenade development at 111th Street and Cicero Avenue to celebrate the upscale winery and restaurant Cooper's Hawk, bringing their distinctive dining and wonderful Napa-style tasting to Oak Lawn. The Cooper's Hawk concept was created by South suburban native Tim McHenry in the mid-2000s when, as a restaurant manager, he noticed that very few wineries had an on-site restaurant. So his brilliant idea was born. He opened his first Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant in Orland Park in 2005 and has since blazed an unprecedented trail. 10 years later, Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant in Oak Lawn will be Tim and Dana's 18th establishment. The Cooper's Hawk Winery, their winning formula is seasonally inspired dishes with expertly paired exquisite wines and a modern casual dining environment. The Cooper's Hawk facility here includes a winery, a restaurant, a tasting room, and a retail store. So let's take a look around. Are you looking for the perfect gift for the wine lover in your life? Look no further. What goes better than wine and chocolate? Say no more. We are here in the bar lounge of Cooper's Hawk with Cooper's Hawk founder Tim McHenry and General Manager Mike O'Brien. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting with us.
And thank you and welcome, Mike. We're going to talk a little bit about the background of Cooper's Hawk and how your journey to get here and how all this wonderful winery came about. So let's start with you, Tim.
Great.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about your background, your story, your history, how the whole concept of Cooper's Hawk was born.
Absolutely. So we're coming up on about 9.5 years from when we founded the first restaurant in Orland Park. So it's very exciting to be opening up in Oak Lawn, very close to our first restaurant, and especially in a location where many people are very familiar with Cooper's Hawk. So, I grew up in the restaurant business, washing dishes when I was 11, 12 years old, and it really just kind of worked my way to where we are today, with a lot of luck, a lot of help, and obviously a lot of great people like Mike that have enabled us to have the type of success that we have today.
And as I read your biography, Tim, I see that you recognized a vacuum, a need for this combination of winery and restaurant. Tell me about that.
Well, it was, again, probably about 13 years ago at this point where my wife and I went on a date. So, being a restaurant person, my wife said, "Oh, you're a restaurant person. You have to come to this wonderful winery in Roselle called Linford Winery." And we had a wonderful experience there. And afterwards, we're going to dinner. And I always thought, boy, what a neat idea to have a winery and a restaurant together, similar to the brew pubs that, are everywhere. Mm-hmm. So that was really kind of the idea. It turned out it was very hard and a lot of work, but thankfully over 4 years of planning and a lot of support, we were able to open up the first location in Orland.
And was it success on a plate immediately, or was it a slow build, or how were the first couple of years?
It was a very good success. We definitely hit all the numbers that we hoped that we would hit, and had the kind of fun that we hoped we would have. But never in a million years did I think that it would be the type of success that it is today. It's grown exponentially, literally more than doubling in sales from the first year we opened 9 years ago. So.
And was that the business plan at the beginning? To have 19 restaurants, or was that a dream? Could you not have imagined that then?
It is a dream for sure. I think I always tell people that my vision was it was peaks and valleys. So when I came up with the idea, I thought, well, there could be more than one. There could be multiple Cooper's Hawks. And then as you're into the level of difficulty and actually pulling it off and keeping it together, and you have all these wonderful people who have invested in you and your business, all you care about is not ruining the first one. So over time, we've gone from just protecting what we were able to have to today, opening up Oak Lawn, 2 more restaurants this year, and most likely roughly 5 restaurants next year. We're going to see what it can do.
And Tim, you do seem to have a winning formula. You've won many awards, accolades for the wine, the food, the pairing, the entrepreneurship. So what would you say is the winning formula? What is that secret sauce? Can you tell us?
Yes, no, I know the answer. It is 100% all the incredible people that have worked with us from the beginning. And I know a lot of people say that, it's about people, but it truly is about people. We have 4 core values at Cooper's Hawk, which I couldn't have identified these 9 years ago, but we know what they are today. And those are that we, number 1, care about people. We're committed to being the best. We're different and innovative, and ultimately we have fun and celebrate. And in order to be successful at Cooper's Hawk, you have to have all of those values. And people like Mike and many others in the company have those values, and those values combined with the enormous amount of hard work that it takes to pull this off is for sure the formula, 1,000,000%.
Beautiful, beautiful, Tim.
Thank you.
And let's just talk to Mike. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about the actual offerings? Maybe talk a little bit about the food.
Sure, yeah. Well, Chef Matt McMillan is our director of culinary food and beverage, and he is the one who really thinks of the foundation of the items. Tim conceptualizes, works with Matt to make it something that's a reality. All of our wines we make ourselves. Wineries in Countryside, we get the grapes from all over the place. We've done a few international grapes, mostly the West Coast, but the thing that we really do that's special is that, like Tim said, we have our own scratch kitchen, we have our own winery, and we combine it all under one roof to pair all of our food with our wines that we make. So everything we've got in here, from the tasting room, the food pairings up there, the wines that we create for the Wine of the Month Club, all of that is things that we create in-house, and these are all unique to us. So I think that's sort of our...
And tell me about, so the winery is in Countryside.
Yeah.
So we have these beautiful wooden barrels here that we associate with Cooper's Hawk.
Sure.
What's in them, and what are they doing?
Wine. Yeah, right over across the patio over there, we actually have, in all of our locations, wine aging in barrels.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you have special events here. So if someone wants to have a seminar or a workshop
Absolutely.
or something for their employees, they can do that here?
We've got a couple different types of special events, actually. We do conduct private events, banquets, a variety of styles. We can do family style, we can do course-plated dinners, things along those lines. We also do wine club member events. In all of our restaurants, wherein the wine club members can come in and try some food that's unique, that's not on our menu, that we've created particularly with a theme for that dinner, and we pair it with our wines.
And how does the wine club work? Does each restaurant have its own wine club, or is it one
big community?
Club?
One big community. You can go to Cooper's Hawk in a different state and pick up your wine if you're a wine club member. So it's all one big community. And as far as how the wine club works, winemaker makes a new wine every month. It's only available to the wine club members. Alternates between red and whites. And there's a variety of other perks and benefits and things as well. I mean, members can come in and do a complimentary tasting every month. They have access to the members-only dinners that I just discussed. We've had Tim's made several friends in the culinary world, so we've got a lot of great people, top chefs. Fabio Viviani is one that we've done a few events with, master mixologists, people from all walks of life and all different styles of cooking will come and do guest events with us as well.
And you have this great little store here. So in addition to the wine for sale, which we would expect,
Yeah.
there's all sorts of gorgeous little trinkets. Tell us about those.
All kinds of things. We've got wine-related accessories like high-end decanters, things that are a little more casual that you can get like a nice little decorative wine glass, things along those lines. But the cool thing about our retail program that we've really started getting into recently, within the past year, if I'm correct, Tim, is we've really started to get our own brand of food going on the retail side of things. So we've got a variety of spreads, barbecue sauces, tapenades, preserves, and all these things that are paired with our wines. So we have got a number system 1 through 5 that if you see in our tasting room a little bit later, everything's spelled out right for everyone. So you can grab one of our food items and pair it up with one of our wines right there. And it's really cool. It's something that's really been coming together in the past year.
And what's your favorite pairing?
Off the menu, I would say I've always been a fan of the Gnocchi Carbonara, and the recommended pairing for that one is Bin 74 Lux Chardonnay. Yeah,
Sounds
it's
lovely. And you, Tim?
big buttery Chardonnay with a big garlic cream sauce. It's delicious. I love it.
Oh, I'm
Love it.
hungry. And you, Tim, your favorite pairing?
If I had to pick one, my favorite pairing is or favorite dish for sure is the chicken jardinera right now, and it's so wonderful because it's unique. And in Chicago, we're very familiar with jardinera, as a kind of spicy, jalapeno relish. But when you go to Florida and Virginia, where we have restaurants, they've never heard of it. So we're kind of taking it upon ourselves to educate the country about what jardinera is. So it's awesome.
So the wine's not just for the elitists who know lots and lots about wine. The wine's for everyone. And there are sweet wines, also fruity wines, which a lot of people enjoy.
Right.
And those are available right here also.
Absolutely. It truly is, we did it on accident early on, but today we understand it and do it on purpose. But it is truly something for everyone, very approachable. We've got what we call the entry-level wines, sweet wines, as you mentioned. We've got our wines that are kind of right down the fairway, Cabernet Merlot, etc. And then we have our Lux line of wines, which is probably a little bit more for the more sophisticated wine consumer, connoisseur. So something for everyone.
Anything you would like to say in closing to our viewers about our brand new Cooper's Hawk in Oak Lawn?
The only thing I'd like to say is just how absolutely excited we are to be here and be a part of the community. As we said early on, it truly is surreal for me and my family. So my parents and aunts and uncles and everyone is from Oak Lawn. So it's just really kind of surreal to be opening up a restaurant here, and I'm sure they're very excited as well.
Yeah, well, we are delighted to have you. Thank you
so much for
Tim.
visiting with us.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Eileen.
Mike, and we wish you nothing but success here in Oak Lawn.
Thank
and
you
lots
so
of
much.
love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at this beautiful, spacious, elegant dining room. The perfect place for you to bring your friends, your family, have a birthday, have a party. We are here with Ron D., one of the masterminds behind the culmination of this wonderful project today. And I'm going to let him tell you what his title is and his role in the Cooper's Hawk development. Welcome,
Sure.
Ron.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm the Senior Vice President of Real Estate Development for Cooper's Hawk, and this has been an amazing, more than a year-long journey to get this restaurant open. And we're just very, very pleased and happy to work with the Village of Oak Lawn. They really have been proactive with us in helping us get this restaurant open. Between working with the mayor, the village manager, Larry Deachin, the Director of Economic Development, Steve Radis, they did an amazing job in really proactively helping us design and build this restaurant. They were very, very involved in helping direct us in the design and the architecture of the building, setting it up on the property, helping us work with the landlord and making sure the surrounding amenities, including the lake and the landscaping and everything else. It's been a great improvement here of this old shopping center that now is a beautiful new addition to the Village of Oak Lawn. And I've been doing this for 28 years, and I really have never worked with a community that has been more proactive in helping us accomplish this project.
And we are delighted you did that work. Thank you for that work.
Thank you so
look
much.
what it has resulted in here
Yeah,
today.
it's absolutely beautiful. And it was a long, cold winter, but we made it through, and here we are. And plants are blooming, and the flowers are outside. It looks great.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you
and
so
thanks
much.
again.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
at this wine caddy. I love the bling. What girl doesn't love the bling? Hello again and welcome to the brand new tasting room here at Cooper's Hawk, and I am speaking with Mike Moore. Mike will tell us what his role is here at Cooper's Hawk, and he is going to tell us about a tasting room and what it means and what goes on here. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Well, here at Cooper's Hawk, I am the Chief Restaurant Operations Officer. I oversee all 19 restaurants' operations, everything from the food quality and execution to the operations inside the restaurant, all the new restaurant openings, pretty much the daily operations of the restaurants and the company. So
yes, that's a lot.
it's good, yeah, very exciting, a very fun job.
And since we are here in the tasting room, why don't you tell us what a tasting room is, what goes on here, what it means, what tasting means?
Absolutely. So we are a winery and a restaurant, and what we would like to do is bring to the guest a tasting of wine in our tasting room. So it's an area where we offer these complimentary wine tastes. We also have tastes that you can purchase, up to 8 tastes for certain price ranges. So you can come in and say, I don't even know if I really like wine, you know. So we'll give you a taste of maybe our sweet red, our romance red, and see how you like that wine, and maybe you progress to a different type of wine. It could be red, it could be white. I like sweet, I like dry. You know, you just give us a guidance on where you want to go. So you come up to the bar and you can have a tasting here. You can purchase wine retail. You can purchase wine at your table. So the tasting room itself is just a very inviting area for someone to actually learn a little bit about wine, also taste it, and possibly become a wine club member.
Oh, and it sounds Californian, Mike. Are you bringing the Napa Valley here to the Midwest?
We are, yes. The whole idea behind the tasting room was to bring Napa, California tasting room into the Midwest. And I think that we have done our best to be able to give that experience to the person that may never get to California. Many people are not able to travel like that, so we brought it to them, and it's worked out well.
And it's Midwest wines.
It is Midwest wine.
So we have everything here, the fabulous wine, and a wonderful place to taste it and learn about it and just enjoy it as part of the restaurant experience.
Yes, and you know, we always get questioned on, where do you make wine in Chicago? 'Cause it sounds a little funny, but we purchase all our grapes, California, Washington State. We bring them into Countryside, California, or Illinois, excuse me.
But it feels like California.
Yeah, that's right, there you go. And then we produce the wine in the Chicagoland area and bring it to the Midwest.
Beautiful. And what's your favorite thing about Cooper's Hawk?
Oh, I love the food. I think our menu is so varied, and I really enjoy the food so much. The wine is my, of course, absolute favorite. I personally like the Lux Chardonnay.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
the Lux Chardonnay is my favorite. It's clean, crisp, and rich. It's a really beautiful Chardonnay. But I think all of our wines, there's something for everyone on our wine list.
Something for everyone, but try that Lux Chardonnay. A lot of experience, and it's Mike's favorite. Thank you so much, Mike,
Thank
for
you so
speaking
much.
with us, and good luck
Thank
with
you very
Cooper's
much.
Hawk Oakland. We could not be more delighted to welcome Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant to Stony Creek Promenade right here on 111th and Cicero in Oak Lawn. So come on out, taste the delicious food, enjoy the exquisite wine. Let's help make Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant in Oak Lawn a wonderful entertainment venue for you and a roaring success for Oak Lawn. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time on the Shop Oak Lawn Tour.